Hey, welcome back to Two Cooks, One Server presents On the Line, where things get heated. This is Ace, Logan appearing for the first time on the Line segment, and you all know me as Steve. Our topics for tonight are, do you agree with the shutdown? And do you believe our Christmas is actually going to be merry this year? Now, I'm of course moderating.
Okay, this is the point in the segment where I would like for us to agree for the one and the one time only. Let's give a middle finger to the moderator.
The fuck?
Okay, continue on.
You guys are assholes. I hope you both lose this thing. And I'm moderating, so I can make it happen.
That's why we had to do it together, so you can't hate us indifferently.
God.
You know, it's equal.
Okay, moderator, moderate.
Alright, which one of you fuckers must go first then?
He does.
Alright, Ace. Do you agree with the shutdown, yes or no?
I agree that to the point that we all need to be safe and wear a mask and do what we're supposed to do. A lot of people don't do what is regulated. I wish more people did. It is crazy that in this time, we've been going on with COVID for so long, and people are still not walking around with masks. They're still not, doing what they're supposed to do. At this point, I really expect it to get shut down, and I just don't expect anything to change largely. But if it does, I hope that it does. With the vaccines coming around the corner, in the next month or so, or the next couple of weeks, there should be some really big changes coming around. So, do I expect to do anything differently? No. I'm still gonna work. So, yeah.
You done?
Yeah. I'll let you go.
Okay, I have about 3 different points that I'm going to disagree. I would first like to say that 100%, if you want to give me money and shut us down, I will be more than happy and willing to stay home, to stop that curve, to do all this nonsense. Sure, give me money, because the first go around when they shut us down, we were doing to-goes only, people got laid off. We did unemployment plus an extra $600 a week. So if you do that times 4 weeks, you're making your rent, you're making your stuff. You're not out here saving money, but you're surviving, which is all that during a pandemic you can hope to do is survive. That's number one goal. But I don't think they're going to do that, because for one, we live in America. They gave us one stimulus check one time for $1,200. Do you know every other developed country in the world has done bare minimum twice that every month for the rest of the developed country? Like Germany, you can get up to $9,000 depending on how many kids you have. Bare minimum, people are doing $2,000 a month of housing allowances, grocery allowances, lighting, electricity, utilities kind of stuff. But I don't think they're going to do that because our government can't get their shit together. We don't even have universal health care. Great. So I don't think they're going to miss more money. So I do not agree with the shutdown. I agree if there is stipulations that we get money. But if they're not going to do that shit, don't shut us down, because you're just going to have a bunch of poor people being screwed. Even if you can delay rent, but the problem with delaying rent, you're going to delay it for 3 months, but then after 3 months, I owe you 3 months of rent when I haven't made money for 3 months. It's not fixing the problem. And no one wants to do that.
But at some point, the government's going to give us all money.
They're not going to.
They know,
you know
they're going to give us money at some point.
They're not. They take our money.
And
the number one thing is that you saw, I can use for myself, that with Trump this past year, couple years when they changed the tax brackets, and I mean, I'm not saying everyone's like this, obviously it's not an across the board, every single American kind of thing, but we're a service industry podcast. We talk about servers, cooks, all this kind of stuff. For me as a server before the pandemic, for my 2018 taxes, or 2019 I guess, 2019 taxes for 2020, I owed $1,500 to the government before the pandemic, before all this stuff kind of shit. And my taxes, like all my taxes, I'll tell you, I think I only listed was making like $26,000 a year, like all my taxes. Which, I mean, we're not going to tell anyone that it may be a little bit more than that with cash. But, like, on my government records, you're telling me that I made $26,000. That's, like, barely over $2,000 a month. When our rent in Virginia Beach is, like, $1,200 a month. So you're saying we make, like, $2,000 a month, and I still owe you $1,500? No. The government is not going to give me money.
I mean, to be honest, the government will try and get anything out of you they fucking can.
Exactly. That's how our system's set up. Like, the rich are rich because the poor are poor.
I mean, that's always been the way and all. But at some point, at the same time,
just
like,
because
our government...
just because this is the way does not mean it's correct.
But the government at some point is going to, like, if they don't help the regular people, then they're going to revolt. And
they're going to shoot us all. Because they don't care. Because that's what martial law is for.
You think the government's going to just, like, start shooting everybody just
yes,
because?
They did it because every other government in the entire world has done that. Why do you think ours is different?
Hold up. I want to say this country is founded on principles of not just shooting our citizens at random.
And then there was a civil war.
That was a long time ago. But I get your point, though. But to declare martial law these days is going to be a very hard thing to actually swing.
They did that. Okay, just so you guys don't know, they have done it in the past 2 years. They declared fucking martial law in the reservation companies when all that shit happened. It has been on a small town by area basis, but they've done it. They declared martial. Actually,
if the government
Google
finds
they've done it.
An area needs to have martial law, there's a significant reason why they don't do it. They don't just put martial law just to do martial law.
They do it for money, which is why we've been in every war for the past 10 years that we have been, is for money.
But this is not about money.
It is about money. 100% about money.
I need to hear why it is about money. Out of here.
Yeah, why is it about money?
Mm-hmm.
If this whole world is like in this pandemic, like we are all going through
which
the
is what
same
it is.
problem.
Which is because if you notice, as I said earlier, every other developed country in the world has a better system, a better setup, a better relief program.
At the same time,
us.
all those places have less people working than us. We have the most amount of people working.
No. Listen.
No,
That's
in the
the
world,
difference.
we have more more people working right now than anybody else.
Let me tell you here. This is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, by pure numbers, we are a bigger country. We have more people. So yes, by pure numbers, we have more people working. But by percentage of population, that is not the case. Which is different because they say, oh yes, in our developed country, my country has X, Y, and Z million, billion people working versus this country that is doing these better things. It doesn't matter because it's based on percentages. So yeah, like technically if you're a bigger landmass, you're going to have bigger people versus a smaller landmass country. But you're telling me if you're so much bigger that you can have the same percentage of people like being taken care of and having a decent life kind of shit than like a smaller country, like it's not a fair comparison by pure numbers. You have to go off of like percentages.
There's more jobs in America that you can possibly work, and then you can work in these smaller countries that you're saying.
Which has nothing to do with it.
Actually has a huge
No,
number.
because during this pandemic, we're shutting all the small jobs down.
No, we're not shutting all the small jobs down. Like, tell me these small jobs that we're shutting
You're
down.
shutting your and my job down.
Yeah, but we're not, though. But we're really not. But we're not.
We did.
Yeah, we did for literally
And
like
a
second.
A second
It was a whole month and a half.
No.
Even
It was
longer
more
than
than a
that.
month and a half.
Yeah,
it was more than a month and a half.
No, it wasn't even. Yeah, we're doing to-goes. Like, food has never stopped
A
being
lot
produced.
of
It
businesses
was
have gone
3
under because of
months,
this stuff.
which I have
I
to
will-
say, so like for my job, it wasn't that you just laid people off. So, yes, we didn't shut down businesses, but we shut down businesses. My job went from having 45 employees to 8. That includes cooks and front of the house staff. So we went from having 45 to 8. Is that not a shutdown? So yeah, technically,
Yeah, wasn't those people at the
technically we're
yeah.
still open.
Wasn't those people still getting paid by the government regardless? They was making $1,000 a week.
Our cooks were not.
Yeah, why weren't they? If they didn't file, they totally could have.
No. Our cooks were not because that's a thing. So we went from having 45 employees to 8.
Okay. Are the 8 employees like the cooks?
No, they counted with servers and bartenders.
Okay.
So-
I'm trying to
so
understand why wasn't these cooks that were working for y'all getting paid by the government?
Because this is the thing. So we went from 45 to 8. So we had 4 front of the house staff, 4 back of house staff.
Okay. And how many back of the house staff did you have before?
15.
15. And you're saying those people that were laid off or on furlough couldn't get money from the government?
They could.
Yeah, they
But-
totally could. So they're still doing pretty
But
fucking
here,
well.
listen. This is the thing. So, half of them could not
Why?
because
Because they were illegal?
because they were hired within the past 2 months or whatever.
So they used their last job.
Some of them are like 19 years old. Okay, listen. At least most of our staff are. This is what I'm saying. Like, it sucks because there's a massive, but like, it sucks for like the people that slip through the cracks. Like, most of our workers at this thing, we hired them like for our summer rush. Because we're a very seasonal store. We get busy as shit during the summer.
Okay.
So we start hiring from our summer rush about the new year so we can get them trained, get them developed, so when the summer rush hits, they can fucking handle it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're out of school, they're doing this. So we hire a lot of like young people because a lot of like back the house workers, they're young people, like trying to they're in college, they just moved to a new state, they're trying to get through it kind of stuff. They, not even to mention the problems that young people go through. Where like once you hit 18, yeah, you get kicked off your parents' insurance. You're on your own. You get like, it's a whole fucking weight for some people. Unless you're privileged, which I know you're not. I'm not. Like unless you're fucking privileged, it's a whole new world. So we hire a lot of those people that are just trying to like get on their feet, get going, get this kind of shit.
Yeah.
So when they got laid off, they did not have a history of 2-3 years to like put in anything, so they didn't qualify. They don't get any extra stuff. Like I actually know this like one guy, we'll call him Chris. When he got hired, he was hired in actually like October, like November, December of like the year before, and then like once everything got, so he only been in for like 4 months. Worked his ass off, like didn't have much of a home life. That is a kind of great thing. Working his ass off though to like try to go to school, like get his like FAFSA like sorted out, go to college, do a job, support himself and stuff. But then when fucking Corona rolled around, he got laid off because he was not a full-time employee. He wasn't like one of the older people because like we literally only kept like 4 cooks. So we kept the 4 people that had been with us for like 15 years, obviously, because that's business smart. But we laid him off, and he tried to apply for all this stuff, and he just didn't like meet the criteria to get like a bunch of the extra bonus stuff because he didn't have a work history because of his age. Because he had just turned, 18, just got out of his parents' house, and the government expects us for like the parents to take care of people even after they're 18. And we know this is the problem because I just filled out my FAFSA this week. For every FAFSA I have filled out since I was 17 years old, my parents have to electronically sign it. Which, my parents are almost 80. I created a fake account for them to sign. I signed it myself. When I started at TCC, our local community college, I had to literally submit paperwork because I was under 24 that I had to submit paperwork and get it faxed that my parents don't support me. And of course, my parents are almost 80 years old. They don't know how to fucking fax, so I had to create a fake fax to the college, be like, they don't support me.
If there's a lot of loop arounds here, we probably shouldn't have you stay on camera, but I'm gonna.
No, this is the whole thing. It's a whole thing because it was great. Because this year I actually yesterday submitted 2 FAFSA. So I did the one that I had to do the whole log into my fake account, fake sign it. It's great. I had permission because I had to call my mom and ask
Moderator,
for her.
I feel like we're
for
getting
her
off
shit.
topic.
No, listen.
I feel like we're getting off topic, moderator.
And then this year.
Wait, you have 30 seconds to wrap this up. 30 seconds. I'll give you that. Because you are kind of getting a lot off topic here. I let it go because I felt you were going towards a point towards education and how the younger generation entering the workforce.
I was, but you're rushing me. It's fine. Okay, so my basic thing is now this year that because my 2021 to 22 FAFSA, I will be 24. This was the first year that I could sign it myself. And I signed it myself.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole thing is people don't have the same opportunities as everyone else. So you can't say just shut down that it's the government's going to take care of it. Because for one, the government does not take care of us. And for two, there are so many cracks that it happens. It's not fair to just be yeah, let's shut down and do it.
Alright, I feel like a lot of people should have known that there was going to be a second wave. They even said at the beginning there would be a second wave at some point. And during that time period, you shouldn't have started saving. You should have been doing something in your benefit to get prepared for this. So if the government doesn't give us money, which you're going to be able, for the most part, should be at this point, be able to get some type of unemployment, whatever amount that is.
True.
You will be able to get some type of money. You should be prepared for this.
But what happened to those people that they're young and the first time around they didn't qualify and they're already in the hole?
You're saying that, but at the same time, it's been longer than 3 months since this pandemic has been going on.
Yeah, and
this whole pandemic, it's going on for almost a year, literally a year. And if you haven't had a job in these last 3 years, that's shit on you. No offense.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. What if this shit happened when you had just turned 18 and just moved out of the house and got kicked off your health insurance, got kicked off your parents, you support yourself?
It's fucking 2020, bro. Bad luck.
So he's saying hashtag bad luck.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, suck to suck.
So basically you're saying I'm fine, fuck everyone else.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm totally not.
Then what do you gotta really like?
I'm totally.
It's going to get fucked, guys.
It was 2020 and
Alright.
shit happens, bro.
Because I get the feeling you should have had time to prepare, but at the same time, when you
should've.
start out behind, if you're already behind trying to catch up, it's that much harder to catch up.
So
that is fucking life. Literally, life fucks you.
So you're saying it's fine. That's how life should be. That's how.
I'm not saying that's not
be.
how life should be, but that is how life is.
So wait, in a nutshell, let me just kind of sum up you two right now. So Logan, you're pretty much saying that it's a bad idea to shut down because people younger generations entering the workforce are getting fucked over the ass really hard during this, and it's a really messed up thing to do that, not once but twice within a 9-month period. And Ace, you're saying tough shit.
Yeah.
I'm not saying just tough shit, but
He's saying tough shit.
I am saying I'm hoping the government helps us.
They're not going to. When have they ever?
Just let me talk for a second.
Let
me talk.
Yeah,
I'm hoping the government helps us and helps everybody, but at the same time, you should prepare and you should have prepared for what is going to happen.
But what if those people can't prepare? They just don't have the resources to do it.
Why not?
Well, they just enter the workforce.
Because you're poor. Because your parents were drug addicts. Because your parents suck. Because you're in foster care. Because your life's...
There is government assisted programs that can help you with that.
Not enough. Because I've been there. I'm in that situation. It's not enough.
No. You haven't been there. I've been way worse than dirt than you. We're not going to go there tonight. We're not going to do that.
I'm just saying that, this is the thing. This is why the people in charge win. Because they pit the poor against the poor. We blame people that are not to blame. Me, my fucking manager is not to blame. My coworker is not to blame. My friend's not to blame. This is the problem with the world.
Mm.
The super ultra rich, the fucking top 1%, pit us against each other because they make money off of us fucking infighting. Because if we didn't infight, we'd be making less money for them.
So wait, let me ask you one thing. Would you agree with saying this coronavirus is a way for the 1% elite to undermine and empower themselves over the middle and lower class? Like it was almost fabricated so? Or they're just...
I would not say it's fabricated. I'm not one of those
But they're
people that was like, oh, it's lab created, we released this, we did
But
this
they're
shit.
taking advantage of
They
a
are-
very bad situation. Are you saying that?
They are taking advantage of a bad situation
Okay.
because every bad situation people take advantage of.
Okay.
Like, do you not? Like, if there's a bad situation at your work, okay, you may be a decent human being, but, like, for small talk, like, would you not take advantage for your own?
Like getting go home
Benefit?
early on a slow ass day? Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, I would. Yeah. But that's slow ass day. Obviously, it's a...
Yeah, you're talking on such larger
That's
scales.
what I'm saying.
and
No, there is a
smaller
larger
scales.
scale, because if you're a fucking
It gets to
billionaire,
a point where, like, when you reach a certain level, morals and ethics do play more harder than a guy working whatever hours. Is
no, but that's what I'm saying, like, it doesn't, but that's what I'm saying, it doesn't matter whether you're a small time person or a big time person. So you're saying if you can't finagle your way to get out of work early on a bad day, you might not?
Oh, no, I told you. Not
Yes,
a
you would.
slow day. Not a
You
bad day,
would.
but a slow day.
So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Just comment
You're-
below
I'm
and let us
saying,
know
I'm saying your
how you feel about.
third generation
Should you
billionaire
be
is not going to do
working,
some shit.
or should you be doing
Yeah.
something during
Oh, they've
this
already done
quarantine?
shit, yeah. I can't say that. I'm moderator. Everyone's doing. I can't take sides. Down to the very end.
You shouldn't be taking sides. Period.
I shouldn't.
The moderator is taking sides because
Yeah,
one
like,
side is
what-
right.
No.
I'm just being a bad moderator. That's what the
Yeah,
problem
that's
is.
exactly what
All right,
you're
Logan,
doing. Like-
you made several points here. Ace, what's your rebuttal? Do you have any? I'm sure you do.
Our rebuttal is this Christmas,
Hold
no
on,
matter
I
what
literally
side
just
you
said my
suck.
case. Like, what do you mean?
So you are totally done then. So you want to move
Like,
on?
yeah, y'all are just like spotting it. Like, I feel like y'all are just trying to battle against me now. Like, the moderator is now working against me.
Is that a giggle?
Yeah.
Is
No,
that a
seems
giggle
over-
that maybe
that
I'm
seems
not
over
right?
defensive, sir.
No, it sounds like the moderator is now trying to work
Okay,
against me.
let's recap. From the
I'm
very
sorry, I caught the moderator's heart.
Look, from the very beginning, the both of you said fuck you and gave him the finger, so I hate both of you equally, alright? There's not one person like warmed you, right? I hate you both equally right now. I'm just saying, since she talked last, do you have anything to say after she recently spoke?
All right,
Questions,
this
comments,
was
concerns?
my last little bit.
We have another topic, so it's not your last.
For this,
That's the same.
for this topic, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below.
Mhm.
Hit that bell icon,
Yep.
for our future videos.
Ugh.
But I would like to say that if you're out there in the world right now, make sure you just wear your mask. Mask. Do your social distancing. Try to gather as very little amount of people as
Don't
possible.
spit on people.
If you're with
Yes.
people, make sure
I
they're
want to a
the
lot,
same
but I
amount of
don't.
people that you're with all the time. No matter what, like, I'm for us as a human being, and I want us all safe, regardless of how this is going on right now.
Yeah, I agree. No one wants grandparents to die. That's across the board. No one wants that.
That's my final argument.
Alright.
I feel like our last thing was like, do you think this would be a very Merry Christmas? And I'm
Yes,
like,
that's the next segment here, and
I feel bad. I don't think this is a good segment because my point is, I don't care.
like after everything's gone down the last 9.
No,
10
not even
months.
that. I'm not the person to debate this because I'm not a
Are you normally a holly jolly person?
I mean, I can be holly jolly, but I'm just not a. I don't have a big family. We never, even with my family, like growing up, we
Gotcha.
never were. I don't have a big family, so it's not like I have like 12 siblings, 45 cousins, all this kind of stuff.
Really?
No, I don't. I'm a very small family. Even if we did like a holly jolly Christmas, it's like 4 of us, 5 of us. Like it's not a big.
Shit.
Like I appreciate the holly jolly season.
got,
Like if I
20
could.
cousins at least.
Yeah, like if I could get in the Christmas spirit, maybe it'd be different. But I'm not like I'm missing anything. So like for me, like I live with roommates. I have 2 roommates. Like we don't even put up a tree
Hmm.
because it's just that much we have to put back down, the cats fuck up. So it's not like we wouldn't do anything.
Understandable. You have
Yeah,
cats,
because like my
they do
roommates,
that.
like my one roommate, like she goes to her family, they put up their tree and do their whole like family kind of thing, and like my other roommate like has a family type of thing. Like I don't have a lot of family. Like even my family, like we're more of like a we'll call each other and have a nice time, but we're not like a big like gift giving crazy kind of family. So it's not like I'm
Okay.
super missing much. So it's I don't feel like it's any different than like any normal year, which I guess people that do have big families and they have like giant get-togethers, like it hurts, but I feel like the holiday season for me is more about like appreciation and like good deeds and good feelings, and so which I mean I get people get good feelings from being with their families and like all that kind of stuff, but I think you could do that on like a smaller scale versus having to make like a one day of it kind of thing, because I feel like holidays are just to like catch up through the year that you don't get to be together. But if you can like make that happen throughout other times and other ways, like
Okay.
it's all in the
So-
spirit. It's not a fucking. It doesn't matter. Like it's all in the spirit of like loving people, not. This is the day.
Okay. Ace, what's your opinions on the topic?
Alright, so I totally feel like almost opposite of everything she said. Yeah, so I do have a much bigger family than her, and Thanksgiving, or actually, and I'll start with that. Thanksgivings are like our first holiday where we all get together, like, because I really don't see my family too often, but Thanksgiving's like that first real holiday where I see them, and then like Christmas are more chill. Like everybody's vibing just together all the time. We always do Christmas no matter what. This year, I'm pretty sure we'll also do Christmas like no matter what. I will say like it sucks this year that I won't be able to see my mom, because every holiday I either see my mom on Thanksgiving or on Christmas, and yeah, like this is literally the first year where I don't see my mom. But yeah.
Travel is a big point this year too. That like makes a difference.
Yeah, she like, because we work in the food industry, we see a lot of people all the time. She's literally been locked in her house. Well, I wouldn't say locked in. Like she goes out and about a
And I
little
feel
bit.
like travel this
Yo,
year.
can I talk?
Yes. Yes. but
Like,
I'm
yeah, I
saying-
let you
I'm
talk the whole
saying-
time.
I'm saying I feel like travel is like a whole nother thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, do you want to travel because you can or because you don't want to?
Mm.
Like, is it because you can or you don't want
are
to?
you done? All right, like,
No, I'm
yeah,
asking you a question.
Oh.
Like,
Why I don't travel to go see them?
is it because you can or because you don't want to?
It's literally because I can't, because it's blackout season. Like restaurant industry, like usually during that time period, it's blacked out. That's why I never go. That's why she
Okay,
always
true.
came
That's,
here,
okay.
like during Christmas and Thanksgiving.
That's my question.
Okay.
Alright,
Because
so
I want to see like the difference between now and then. Like, you know.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's the same.
That's my
It's
question.
Like, yeah, okay.
So it's the same. That was my question.
God damn, yeah, you fucked up my whole train of thought.
Anyway, yo, mom.
Hey, yo, back to my mom. Yeah. So this year, like that's totally a thing. I feel like, regardless, like family members that are here in town or like and around the surrounding area are gonna come together, because why not try to be as happy together as possible on this time where you should be happy in time, or like you should happy in together. I think most people at some point should try to at least do like not even a Friendsgiving, like a Friends Christmas, where you all just get together and just try to fucking be happy together. Because there's so much sick shit that has happened this year, and you just need to be together and try to be happy. Yeah, like I feel like, you what she said is basically like you should already have that feeling or whatever it is, like for the season, but like we should all just try to just bring it more together as possible. I know like large groups is a fucking thing, but at the same time, like if you need to do Zoom calls, then do Zoom calls, and like we just need more togetherness now than ever before.
See, but I feel like that's the thing. Like Zoom calls, yes, 100% do that. But I think your standpoint was more arguing versus like, yeah, let's all get together and be in each other's face for Thanksgiving versus let's find other ways.
I'm not against either or. Like, I feel like family, with family, like, y'all should all be able to talk to each other and find out if you've been around COVID or Corona of any type, no matter what.
Which is hard for like our industry because it's like, yes, if you have like a job that you go to the same office every day, you're in your office, like you can tell. But like for us in the service industry, how many customers do I own a day? How many? Like I don't know what they've been exposed to. I don't know. Like I could wait on 1,200 customers a week, but there was one customer I was exposed to, and it's just
That is an unknown, yeah.
which is hard with the service
But if
industry.
you're not around a person for longer than 30 minutes, you can't get it.
No, that's a lie.
No, it's not a lie.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie because when I'm
it's literally a
bussing,
thing.
because when I'm bussing tables,
That
I
doesn't
get.
sound right though.
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
like-
If it's,
Yeah,
in
you have
your,
to-
if it's in the air, you'll get
No,
it.
that's a lie. Because
Mm.
as a server, I have to bus your tables. You could have been drinking on your water glass, and I pick up your water glass to bus it. But let's say for some reason I reach over your glass to pick up a napkin,
Yeah, I'm telling you,
and
look that shit up.
it rubs
Yeah,
against
if
my.
you're not around the COVID for a minimum of 30 minutes, you can't get that shit.
No.
This is why this shit
No,
doesn't
that's a
break
lie.
out. This
Hugh,
is
that's
why,
a lie.
This is literally why it hasn't broken out and everybody doesn't have it.
It has and it does.
But it hasn't.
It has and it
Yeah,
does.
it
It
isn't.
has and it does.
It
Which, you want me to
isn't.
call myself out right now? You want me to call myself out?
Yeah, you can call yourself out if you want to.
I'll call myself out. My job, all this shit. Hell yeah, it did. Hell yeah, it does.
So you're seeing a large amount of people in your work got exposed at the same time, or
Hell, it was a fucking trickle train effect.
Mm.
Hell yeah,
That
it
means
did.
y'all all been around each other for at least 30 minutes or more.
No.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
because half of our staff, I'm around you, like, there's half the guy that's, like, fucking passing, kind of bullshit. No, that's not how germs work. Don't
It
act
is.
like you have to be around germs for 10
This
seconds.
isn't germs. This is a fucking virus.
It is germs!
It is not
It is
germs.
germs.
Yo, germs is a fucking bacteria. It's totally different.
Oh my god, it's a virus.
No.
It's a virus, yes.
No.
No, it's a fucking virus.
Yeah, it is a virus. Yes, you're totally right.
It works like germ. It's a germ. Bacteria, virus, all the shit. It's a
It's
fucking
not, though.
germ.
You have to be around it at least 30
No,
minutes.
you don't have to.
Yes,
You
you
just
do.
have to fucking come in contact with it.
No.
Listen, if I had corona and I spit on the floor and then I left,
Hmm?
an hour later you could rub it on there and fucking stick it in your mouth, you have the potential to get it.
Which is longer than 30 minutes. You're not listening to anything I'm saying.
Which is longer than 30 minutes. You can get it up to 72 hours.
That's what I'm saying. Anything after 30 minutes. You have to be at a minimum of 30 minutes.
No. I'm saying.
Yo, goddamn, bro.
No, you're saying 30 minutes. You're saying so it has to sit for 30 minutes?
You have to be around it for the minimum of 30 minutes.
No. I could have the virus and sneeze in your face and walk away and that's your fucking shit.
You won't actually. You actually won't.
No, you did, and we did that. We proved that.
No, you actually won't.
I don't know how to
either way.
Yo,
right
we're
now.
gonna kill this show. It's fine. Yo,
I'm
listen.
trying to look up actually the thing you're saying. 30 minutes.
I don't know how to say that you cannot spit in someone's face and walk away and you don't get it. Because scientific bullshit. I don't know how to.
Okay,
You're
so
wrong.
I think what he
You were
heard,
wrong.
What Ace heard was that an individual who has close contact within 6 feet or a total of 15 minutes or more
Mhm.
will be exposed to it. But
No,
then
that's what I'm
again,
saying. It's
for
in
a
the air.
virus-
It's in the air for that long.
But the thing is, though, for a virus, you can't actually be certain. It could be 30 seconds or it could be 15 minutes. 'Cause, I mean, is it like
And that's in the air.
the exact?
That is
yeah.
in the air.
Yeah, that's fine, bro. Like,
If it's
let's
on
kill
the
this show.
surface,
Yeah.
it stays longer.
I mean, I know people. I've gotten
We're
sick
saying
off of
we're
just-
saying that if someone fucking sneezes in the air, you could walk by and it's not.
Contagion is a very messy business, and it's very uncertain. But what can we agree here is that.
But we're definitely not saying that if someone spits in your face before 30 minutes, you're not going to get it. No, that's not. how
If
this
someone
works.
spits in my face and I have coronavirus, there's a goddamn good chance I'm getting coronavirus.
You're going to get that immediately. Like,
Yes.
no, it's not
But
going to
just
wait
talking
30
in
minutes.
the air, it's. CDC says 15 minutes. I could say, I don't want to fucking take the goddamn chance.
And that's in the air. We're talking about in the air. We're not talking about me licking your hand, me spitting on your face. We're talking about me breathing next to you.
All right, let's say they did spit in your face or whatever. And, you wiped it off with like.
Oh, so you can't get it for 15 minutes? Lick my hand.
As moderator, I feel like
Lick
this
my
is a
hand.
health and sanitary.
Well, why
Lick my
is she
hand.
trying to get me to lick her
Back.
hand? Like, well, bad, Logan.
No,
God
that's what
damn
I'm saying.
it.
That's what I'm saying. If you're saying that you cannot spread germs within
Hold
15
on.
minutes, go ahead.
It's not germs. I'm not saying germs.
You
I'm
did say germs. You did say
No,
germs.
no, she said germs. She
I
brought
said
up
germs.
No,
germs.
she said virus.
Oh, okay,
No,
you
no,
said
I
coronavirus.
virus.
You
I
said
never
coronavirus.
brought up germs
Hey,
not once.
hey.
You did, actually.
No, I didn't.
Mhm.
Yo, you can bring it up. Like when you
No,
realize
you said
this shit,
virus.
Well,
Okay,
no,
even if you say
I
virus.
never said germs.
You said germs.
No, I'm telling you.
She said
Yeah, I'm
virus,
done
you
with
said
it.
germs.
Even
Yeah,
if
I'm
he
done
said
with
virus.
this. Yeah,
Even
I'm
if he
literally
said
done with
virus.
this because like y'all are just like trying to set up on some bullshit.
No, he said
with me.
virus.
I
He
know,
did
I
say
know I
virus.
did. I
He
know I
said
did.
virus.
Yo,
He
he's
said
literally
virus.
yo shitting on
He
me
said
right now.
virus.
Like, the moderator's
Was.
now shitting on me.
No, he
Yo,
said
it's fine.
virus.
Ma'am, you are really bad
What
at saying.
virus do you want? You want a good one?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
You want a good
Comment below what y'all feel.
one?
Yeah, this is 2 cooks, 1 server, and I'm out.
Alright, boys. See y'all next time.